We have a woman who emailed the show today for a second date.
Okay.
Her name is Janine, and I was personally very impressed when I read her email because
Why?
it says she and her date got into role play on day one.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
My kind of lady. What's up?
That's a lot.
Janine,
Let's go.
welcome to the show.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
both
So,
of you.
were you the naughty motel maid or the sexy Viking bellhop?
I would say I was more of the sweet girl next door gardener type.
Oh.
I haven't played that version
Yeah.
yet, but it sounds very fun.
It definitely involves a spade.
I like it.
So, what's the name of the guy that you want us to call today?
His name is Stefan.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Really? Is he rich? Because if you're Stefan, don't you have to be rich? Isn't that like the rule?
I think he had a good job. I don't know the details of his finances, but
I don't know.
Okay. Well, how did you meet Stefan?
so we met on Instagram.
Okay, like he slid
yeah.
into your DMs or something?
Exactly. Yeah. So I have a bunch of pictures on Instagram, and I guess he saw one labeled #green thumb because I'm a gardener, and so I guess he is too, and he found it in the explore page or whatever.
Okay, that's pretty innocent.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Unless he's a role player in Green Thumb, he thought was something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
I wasn't sure exactly what he meant by that. So, but that's cool. He slid into your DMs, and how'd
Well-
that go?
Well, I looked at his photos. He seemed really cute, and we started just chatting online. And I guess he was new to the area, and his company just transferred him here, so he was looking to buy a house, and he really wanted an area for a garden.
See, Stefan is rich. I told you all.
Yeah,
I told you.
he can afford a house, so billionaire there. So, what did you guys do for your date then?
So we met for coffee first, just to meet each other, and
Uh-huh.
then he wanted me to come look at houses and gardens with him.
Whoa.
I mean, how were you feeling about that? Because you just met this dude.
Yeah, well, honestly, it sounded fun. Like, it was like a diversion from the normal dates of going to bars and drinking.
Right.
So it just seemed like a fun activity to get to know someone and,
So, in your email, you said that you came up with a cool idea to spice the date up a bit. What was that?
I made a suggestion before we went that we should pretend that we're married
Oh, God.
because,
My God.
Because you wanted there to be zero romance for the rest of the date.
Yeah. Let's get into a few arguments in the bedroom.
well, let me explain. So when realtors look at a young couple, they're more likely to give them the house than a single male. So I figured that might be good for him. And
Is that true?
I think it is. You have to like write letters now to get houses when like there's multiple offers and stuff.
Oh, wow.
To
Okay.
like, it's essentially
good to
like
know.
the sob stories from American Idol, but in a letter form to try to get a house.
Really?
Okay,
Dang.
so you pretended to be his wife while looking around at these houses. How did that work for you?
so we had some inside jokes, to make it seem like we were a couple. Like we had a code word. It was babysitter. So if we met a pushy realtor, we would just say, hey, we got to get back to the babysitter.
Ooh, smart. I like this.
Yeah. One time, though, one of the realtors asked how many kids we had. And he said one, and I said three at the same time.
That's an awkward one to talk your
Yeah.
way out of.
I mean, we have 2 dogs.
Yeah,
that we
fur
think
babies,
we-
fur
yes,
babies,
we
yeah.
consider them babies.
I mean, was there any weird points between you and him, though? Because I feel like you're playing with fire when you're pretending to be married on the first date. Like, that could go wrong really quick.
Sure. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it was actually like we had a blast.
Okay.
Like we saw probably a dozen houses the first day, and then I went with him the next day.
Oh,
We probably
gosh.
saw another half dozen. And then at some point he said that he was feeling really overwhelmed and just like needed to take a break from seeing the houses. And I completely understand, it can be very overwhelming. But since then I haven't heard from him. And I'm wondering why he hasn't called me back. Like we found this amazing Cape Cod house that was darling. I really think it was the best house.
Why are you guys laughing? What is Cape Cod
It's just such a weird conversation
I know,
to
it's-
have with, like, your first date.
And she's not even buying the house.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it was gorgeous. Like, I had this great back porch that we could, like, suntan on.
I mean, maybe that's the problem. Maybe you were talking in we and it freaked him out.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of knowledge about this stuff, so I just thought it was innocent and helpful.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're an HGTV addict. I get it.
Yeah.
But he's in on the joke, guys.
Exactly.
It's not like she's acting.
I know, but some jokes go too far.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? Why do you think he's not calling you back?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's that, which would seem weird since we both agreed on this fun game that we were
Yeah.
playing. You know, like we got drinks afterwards and it was fun and it was nice. Like I didn't really see any strange signs unless he's just one of those guys who meets a girl and then dumps her.
Meets a girl, pretends to be married with her, and then never calls her again. Totally. Run into those guys all the time.
It's the age-old story,
Yeah.
Brooke.
What happened when you guys got drinks, though? Anything?
I mean, it was just, like a normal date, like cracking jokes. We talked a little bit about the houses. We got to know each other a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty normal.
I mean, yeah, it sounds fairly normal.
Questionable.
I mean,
Other than the...
we'll call it normal for this show.
Yeah, right.
So
Well said.
we're going to play a song. We'll come back, and we'll call your estranged husband for you.
No, it's
And
not true.
We'll try and get you a second date, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, hold on, Janine. If you're just tuning in, we're in the middle of one of the most tame second dates we've ever heard on this
I
show.
haven't thought of it like that.
That's very true.
I'm serious. One of our listeners, Janine, spent 2 full days pretending to be some guy's wife as they went around the city looking at potential homes to buy.
Yeah,
And
not
gardens.
not together. He's buying the house. She was just helping.
Right.
Yeah.
They did that because her date, Stefan, recently moved to the area, so he's looking for a place to live. They saw over a dozen houses
Dang.
before finally deciding to call it quits. But now her date, Stefan, is suddenly Steph gone. Ooh.
You were dying to say
Yes.
I did not see that coming.
That's
I'm going to be
why-
honest with you.
That's why they put me in this position. A little,
Yeah,
little
it's really
classic
good.
husband humor,
Yeah,
which I
there we
know
go.
Janine loves. Don't you, Janine?
You have some clever things, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, clever things. I'll take it.
Sounds like she's talking to a husband there.
Yeah.
Shut up, honey.
You're you. That's
I mean,
for sure.
I will say, listening to the recap, Janine, do you think that he just got bored? Like, I didn't think about it until I heard it all into
Aw.
one sentence. Like,
But maybe.
maybe there wasn't enough sexiness there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe he was married beforehand and then it triggered. Like, I don't know what kind of secrets he has. You know what I'm
I didn't
saying?
think of
Like,
that at
Okay.
all.
I don't think that's it, but all right.
Well, let's call Stefan and get your second date. I'm dialing the phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Stefan, please?
this is him.
Hi, Stefan. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Do you have a moment to talk with us?
Okay, the radio show.
Oh, yes, the radio show. Are you familiar with us?
I'm not, but
Oh,
Oh, my
then
God.
why'd you say it like you knew us?
Jeffrey, you sounded so excited.
I did. I perked
Yeah.
up for a
You
second.
did.
Shot in the dark?
I just don't usually get calls from radio shows.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Well, now that my mood is in the
It's
garbage.
all right,
Your
buddy.
ego got hit. It's okay, bro.
Well, Stefan, I haven't heard of you either, so
Take that.
we're even.
That's actually not true.
Eh.
Yeah, we have heard it.
We just
I
talked a
don't know.
lot
Now I'm
about
just
Stefan
bitter.
before we got him on the phone.
Anyway.
This is a little awkward. What's this about?
Sorry, yes. We're doing something with you called a second date. It's a segment we do on our show where if someone goes out on a date and afterwards, if the other person isn't calling them back, they can reach out to us and we'll call that person to try and figure out the reason why.
I think I've heard of this before.
Oh, okay. Well, good. So there's a woman that reached out to us about you, and her name is Janine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You remember Janine?
Yes, I remember Janine.
I would hope so. You guys spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, you're married to her.
No, you're not.
Well, you pretended to be.
She told you that, huh?
Yes, she did.
Uh-huh.
She told us a lot about your first date.
It certainly was very interesting hanging out with her. I'm not gonna lie, it got very weird for me.
The date got weird?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what she told you in detail, but I'm new to the area, so I've been looking for a house, and
Yeah.
she's into houses and likes gardening. And on day one, I honestly thought she was just tagging along and gonna help me, but she had this whole plan in her mind. She had an idea about us pretending to be husband and wife.
Right. She told us all about that.
And I thought that was weird when she said it, like a little bit much for the first date. But the way she described it, you were totally on board. Like you guys came up with inside jokes about babysitters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely walked away feeling still intrigued, but let's just say she took it very seriously, like very believable that I almost felt like maybe she's done this before. So,
What do you mean?
What?
well, let me just tell you what happened on the second date. So I met her at a coffee shop. And she was dressed up like a 1950s housewife. I mean, she looked like she went to a hair salon to get her hair styled that way. She had the pearls, the sunglasses. She had like a 1950s style dress.
But maybe that's just, I mean, was it like a costume or was it like she just dresses like that sometimes?
No, it looked like a costume, but I don't think she thought she was in costume. I mean, as soon as I saw her, she ran up to me like, honey, and she grabbed my arm and
Weird.
asking me about what we should make for dinner and talking about the kids. And we weren't even in the house yet. This is just like walking out of the cafe.
Oh, wait, you weren't like in front of the realtor or anything?
No. So I just thought, she would have at least been like, hey, I dressed this way to fool the realtors or I don't know, whatever. But she was already in character.
So she's like a method actor is what you're saying.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's a little much.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Wait, why didn't you just tell her like, hey, yo, slow it down?
I mean, she was having fun with it, so I didn't really make much of it.
Okay.
Then we get to the next house, and that's when it got extremely weird.
Weirder than it already is?
Yeah, for real. I thought that was the reason he wasn't calling her back.
Yeah, let's just say she took the character to the next level. So,
Oh my God. What does that mean?
we're going to open houses. It's not like it's just us and the realtor. There's other couples there, and so people are already kind of giving us an eye, like, what's going on here? She just
Who are these time travelers from the 1960s?
exactly, even, the way she styled her makeup, everything. She really stood out. So we are in this house and she, points out, this room is too small for when my parents come to visit. And then she raised her voice, screaming at me, saying, and you never liked my parents anyway.
Whoa!
She's legit having to fight with you?
I mean, is it true? Like, do you not like her parents? Because if she has a point there.
I barely know her, so
I'm just kidding, man. So, okay.
we go to the next house, and this time she brings up the word babysitter again, which is our code word if we didn't like a house.
Right.
I'm the one really making the decision, so I should be the one bringing it up, but she brought it up.
You would think.
That's so funny.
She's very invested in your home.
And starts going off about the babysitter, that she saw me eyeing our babysitter, who is only 17.
Oh, my gosh. That is horrible.
That is too far. She's accusing you. She's accusing her fake husband of hitting on your fake underage babysitter.
Yeah, I know. It was absolutely humiliating, and
Oh, man.
that was absolutely the last house I would see.
Well,
Wow.
my God. I feel like that's something that we need to talk to Janine about.
Yeah, you guys should definitely call her back.
Well, actually, we don't have to call her back because she's already on the line and she's been listening to this whole conversation.
You're joking, right?
No.
No, I'm not.
No.
Janine, are you there?
Stefan, I don't know why you're treating me like this.
What? Why do you have accent?
Who is that?
What is happening?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm just
Are
having
you serious right
fun.
now?
I'm just having
Why-
fun.
Oh.
Janine, did you get in a fight with him at the open houses on purpose? Like you?
I don't know. It was kind of a test to see if he could hang. It was fun. It was innocent.
A fight test?
I'm married and I've never accused my husband of eyeing an underage babysitter.
Hey, not yet, bro.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You guys don't have a fun relationship.
There's certainly a level of playful fun, but you took it to like 10 other levels beyond,
Yeah.
I don't understand why you didn't say anything in the moment.
because I was scared and I was embarrassed. I didn't know if you were going to start yelling at me about something else. I was just trying to get in and out of there as quick as possible.
Just like the babysitter.
Whoa.
Hey-oh.
Even at one point, you got upset with the realtor and said, if we're going to buy this place, you have to update the countertops. Aren't you embarrassed to sell this hunk of junk? And now I can't use that realtor because...
It's a rough market out there, okay? They didn't believe us on the first day. They didn't believe you were married, and I just wanted to up the game and honestly help you out. I was just helping you out.
The realtors are scared of you like
I mean,
that.
okay, listen, though. Look at Janine, I feel like you had good intentions. Very misguided, though.
So you weren't there. They didn't buy it, okay? I upped the game. I helped him. It was all fun. It was a fun game we were playing. I don't understand why you had such a problem with it. Like, obviously, you can't hang.
You didn't help me. I still haven't bought a house. I can't even work with any of the realtors that we met because they think that you're crazy.
Janine, I know you feel like everybody's laughing at you, but it's just like you can't fight with, like, even pretend fight with somebody on a first date. It's not cool. It's not attractive at all.
But it is believable.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
That's what I'm saying. It was believable. And so in the end, I was helping him out. I thought you were fun.
That's not fun.
Yeah, Stefan,
It was fun until you made it crazy. Nobody wants to work with a crazy couple.
Or be married to a fake crazy wife, Janine, okay?
Well, let's make it fun again, okay? Because we want to offer to send you guys out on a second date. We'll pay for it.
You're joking, right?
Okay, wait.
No.
What if she promises to drop the marriage stick?
If she could pretend to be a normal person, then maybe.
What do you think, Janine? Can you pretend to be normal?
Well, of course I can, but I don't think he deserves me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the Southerner's back.
Oh, my God. Janine, you were a drama kid in high school, weren't you?
Yes, I was in a few plays, and I did very well.
Of course.
Oh, man.
So are they going out, or are you guys not going
I
out?
don't think so.
It doesn't.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a no. Okay.
I'm sorry, Janine. No second date.
That's okay. I think it all worked out how it was supposed to.
Yeah. I just feel bad for your kids.
Oh, no.
Once they
Three
hear
kids.
this, they're going to be so mad Mom and Dad were fighting.